Hare Krishna, welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Kaustubha Krishna Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. Before that, Bhakti and Rupam Shri Sharma Mataji will be reading the Namamrita. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam. The easiest means of achieving spiritual success is to chant the holy name of the Lord. Sukdev Goswami to the King Parikshit. What is the value of a prolonged life which is wasted inexperienced by years in this world? But a moment of full consciousness, because that gives one a start in searching after his supreme interest. Srila Sukdev Goswami instructed Maharaj Parikshit about the importance of the chanting of the holy name of the Lord by every progressive gentleman. In order to encourage the king, who had only 7 remaining days of life, Srila Sukdev Goswami asserted that there is no use in living hundreds of years without any knowledge of the problem of life. Better to live for a moment with full consciousness of the supreme interest to be fulfilled. The supreme interest of life is eternal with full knowledge and bliss. Those who are bewildered by the external features of the material world and are engaged in the animal propensities of the eat, drink, and be merry type of life are simply wasting their life by the unseen passing away of the valuable year. We should know in perfect consciousness that the human life is bestowed upon the conditioned soul to achieve spiritual success. And the easiest possible procedure to attain this and is to chant the holy name of the Lord. One should therefore utilize one's life in glorifying the Lord by all means, without any offense. Such activity of life, even for a moment, is never to be compared to a prolonged life of ignorance, like the lives of the tree and other living entities who may live for thousands of years without prosecuting spiritual advancement. Srimad Bhagavatam 2.1.12. Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radha Ras Bihari ki jai, Lalita Sakhi Vishakha ki jai, Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Bhakta Hanuman ki jai, Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maiya ki jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai, Morning Japa program ki jai, Amrut Vani ki jai, Samasta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Today's Amrit Vani is very, very important for everyone to understand that out of 84 lakh species of living beings, the humans are only 4 lakhs. And the humans are considered to be superior species rather than others. Other species are considered to be as suffering from the sinful activities, sinful reactions of the humans committed in their previous lives. So, Parikshit Maharaj, when he had only 7 days to live due to the curse of Shringi Rishi, he went by the side of the Ganges and sat there to pass his 7 days in remembering the Lord. And at that time, all the rishis and sages came there, and Parikshit Maharaj and Sukdev Goswami Maharaj, who came there to advise him as to what is to be done in the last 7 days. So he explains to him about the importance of the human life, which should not be wasted in just attachment to the material world, material things, which are not for enjoyment. Ultimately, one has to leave all the material things here. But bhakti is the only thing which can go along with us and can save us from the greatest danger. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said, Neha abhikram nasho asti pratyavayo na vidyate shulpam asyasya dharmasya trayate mahatopayat. Thode mein very little bhakti also can save us from the greatest danger. And what is that danger? The danger is of death and going to hell to suffer in other species. And it is also said in Bhagavad Gita that any person who remembers me, Lord says, any person who remembers me at the end of the life, he can come to me and his all sinful reactions will be wiped out. The example is given of Ajamil, who even though he had performed his bhakti, but later on he fell down from bhakti. But at the time of death, when Jamdutas came to take him, he just called his son, whose name was Narayan. And by calling Narayan, he was saved and given some more life to glorify the Lord and ultimately go back home, back to Godhead. In the previous yugas, of course, the name of the Lord and to glorify the Lord is being done. And the life of the people was also very long. So they could afford to go to jungles or in secluded places and keep the chanting for years and years together, like Valmiki Rishi, Vishwamitra, and other rishis who are there, who have been always remembering the Lord. So here, Sukdev Goswami advises to Parikshit Maharaj that we should know in perfect consciousness that human life is bestowed upon the conditioned soul to achieve spiritual success, and the easiest possible procedure to attain this end is to chant the holy name of the Lord. Sri Jiva Goswami has quoted many passages from authentic scriptures and has ably supported the statements in the matter of offenses at the feet of the Lord. So Jiva Goswami has proven that one can be liberated from the effects of all the sins simply by chanting the holy name of the Lord. So we should know that in Kali Yuga, where the life of the people is very small, their intelligence is less, as it is a prayana alpa ayusha sabya kalau asmin yuge jana manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya hi upadatta, where the intelligence is less, remembrance is less, and people keep on fighting on trivial things. In such a case, the only way to go back home, back to Godhead, or to know about the purpose of our life is to glorify the Lord by chanting offenselessly the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which has been given to us by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who appeared in Kali Yuga to kill the demonic mentality of the people in all castes and creeds, and giving right to every person to chant, and not like in the previous yugas where only Brahmins had the right to chant. So let us keep on chanting, and so that we can get rid of all our sins which we might have committed in the previous lives and be happy and go back home, back to God. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Samast